Good evening. I'm Mashani Gamagi bringing you Prime TV News. We take a quick look at your top stories before the news in detail. Madrasa comes under the Education Ministry. No permission for the Sharia University. Government calls on parents to send their children to schools. Saharan's accomplices, including the parliamentary employee, are being grilled under detention. Tourists throng Sigiriya. And in news overseas, Google restricts Huawei's use of Android. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that action will be taken not to approve Sharia universities and also for madrasa schools to operate under the Education Ministry. The Prime Minister made this observation after a discussion held at Temple Trees. Parliamentarian Professor Ashu Marasinghe briefed the Prime Minister on the report related to the investigation carried out with respect to the Eastern Sharia University. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe emphasized that they would grant permission for a Sharia university. There is no such power. Government can only approve graduate institutes. Graduate institutes cannot operate as Sharia universities. Especially, several clauses of the University Act have to be amended for this purpose. The Prime Minister said that in Bangladesh there is a law stating that students should be admitted without being based on religion or caste. This too would be included. Also, the governing boards and the qualifications of the governing boards would be included in the amendments. In addition, they have decided that madrasas should be operated under the Education Ministry. The ministry, along with the Muslim Affairs Ministry, will have to work together in some affairs. He said that their Muslim MPs and ministers had proposed these two proposals and he too agreed to them. The Prime Minister also called on all children to attend schools tomorrow as the security situation in the country has returned to normality. Professor Ashu Marasinghe said that this should be a private university operative under the supervision of the government. The MP said that a special feature of their 5-member committee was the strategy of the approval granted by the BOI to this institution. Initially, the application had mentioned it as the Sri Lanka-Iraq Foundation, but later it was converted into Batticaloa Campus Private Limited. This was the manner it received funds. These are the non-transparency matters. Finally, their meeting was held on March 14th. That is the day before Easter Sunday. He said that they summoned the incumbent chairman, Iraz Hizbullah, and his son, and they were questioned at length as to why there was no governing council and also why there is a separate department to study Sharia. As such, he said that the full report will be presented to Parliament during the first week of June. Police media spokesman SP Ruwan Gunasekara has said that a parliament worker has been arrested with respect to investigations related to the 21st terrorist attacks. He made this reference at a media conference held today. The police spokesman said that the person concerned was arrested on the 18th of this month. Kurunegala police had received information earlier that he has been maintaining a training camp in a coconut estate in the Alakoladenia area in Kurunegala. Accordingly to investigations carried out in this respect, the Kurunegala police arrested 3 suspects on the 9th of May. Those arrested were the owner of the coconut estate, a coordinator of the training camp, and a lecturer of the training program. They were remanded until the 24th of this month after being produced in courts. 2 more were arrested in investigations carried out further, and they are being interrogated under police custody. It was based on revelations made by them. This person, who is serving as a parliamentary translator, was arrested. Speaker Karujai Surya has requested parents to send their children to school without displaying any form of hesitation. The speaker further said that the security sectors have confirmed that 95% linked to the Easter Sunday terror attacks have been killed or taken into custody. Mr. Jayasuriya stressed that any unscrupulous force must not be given room to destroy the unity and the honour of the brotherhood among all communities in the country. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya said that whatever the political views were, everyone should unite in crisis without dragging the motherland down a precipice that could not be overcome. Still on local news, Army Commander Lieutenant General Mahesh Senanayake has called on all parents to send their children to schools as the Tri-Forces and the police have jointly taken action to consolidate maximum security in schools. He emphasized that no one should entertain unnecessary fear with respect to security.
The
Army chief said that although a security program was in place for the security of the children with the reopening of schools for the second term, many parents hesitated in sending their children to schools due to rumors that spread and as a result of unconfirmed information. At this moment, he said he wished to remind all parents that all the forces along with the police have taken maximum action to consolidate security in schools. And as such, he appealed to the parents to send their children to schools from tomorrow without any fear. The Army commander announced that there is a satisfactory improvement in civilian life returning to normality due to the security program that is in place. As a result of the operations mooted by the forces targeting the terrorists, there has been a substantial improvement in civilian life and in the arrival of workers at their offices. Parliamentarian Mujibur Rahman has said that the law should be immediately enforced against persons who acted to create unrest during the 21st attacks. He was addressing a news conference held today. Mujibur Rahman said that it is very clear that a well-organized group acted in an organized manner to create a destructive situation in the country. The people have clearly mentioned those who had been involved in these incidents, who unleashed these attacks, and who took the lead in the attacks. He made an appeal to produce those who have already been arrested over the incidents in Kurunegala, Nathandiya, Gampaha and Minuwangoda, and those who are to be arrested and to punish them after completing the hearings soon. Some who were engaged in the misuse of public funds, involved in various corruption cases and linked to terrorist activities in the past have now appeared before the people using this opportunity to achieve their narrow political ends. This, the parliamentarian said, should be defeated. Replying to queries raised by journalists on the no-confidence motion brought against Rishad Badiuddin by the joint opposition, he said that it was this same opposition who said that they could win the no-confidence motions tabled earlier with the support of the other MPs. But he said that no backbenchers supported them. Also, on October 26th, they conspired to defeat the government, but it did not succeed. He added that everyone could come to know the real situation when the no confidence is taken up for debate. A large group of local as well as foreign tourists are at present reported to be visiting Sigiriya. It is reported that more than 10,000 tourists have visited Sigiriya within yesterday alone. The Central Cultural Fund earlier decided to give an opportunity for visitors to visit Sigiriya free of charge from the 18th to the 20th of this month. Accordingly, local as well as foreign tourists thronged in large numbers to Sigiriya. There was also a congestion at the top of the Sigiriya rock. Today was the last day afforded to the tourists to visit Sigiriya free of charge. Even a large number joined in visiting the Sigiriya Museum. Also, the visitors were given an opportunity to view the tale of Sigiriya. Project Manager of Sigiriya of the Central Cultural Fund, Major Anura Nishanta mentioned that this was a novel experience to tourists visiting Sigiriya. Meanwhile, Secretary to the Ministry of Housing, Construction and Cultural Affairs, Bernard Vasanta de Silva, stated that security has been beefed up in the future for all tourists visiting Sigiriya. Foreign tourists who had come to the island from Australia claim that Sri Lanka is a secured country and no one should entertain fear in visiting the country. A large group of foreign tourists had come from Australia to enjoy the beauty of the country and to visit places of historic interest. In between their tour of the Kurunegala area, the Australian tourists had a friendly cricket match with Kurunegala sports groups. They held these matches at the Velagedra Stadium.
Along with the rest of the tour, we've now been here 2 weeks. We've had a great time with absolutely fabulous sights around the country and had fantastic food, and we would recommend anybody who's looking for a tour destination that Sri Lanka is an excellent place to visit.
Our wives have enjoyed the hospitality, the friendship, and have at all times felt very safe. You have a beautiful country, you have beautiful people.
Here in Sri Lanka, we were a bit concerned about what the security would be after the event. Everyone's really friendly and the cricket's been good competitive cricket, and thoroughly enjoying it so far. It's been terrific.
2 persons have been apprehended with a stock of chemicals that was planned to be mixed with tea. It was revealed that this chemical was to be mixed with tea to falsely enhance the colour and the weight of the tea. A stock of more than 160 litres of chemicals were found. In addition, 5 vehicle number plates and 3 identity cards with the same number were seized. Several programs are being planned to protect big onion cultivators. This has been revealed by Minister P. Harrison. The minister made this disclosure at a function held in the Pahalagam area in Anuradhapura. Minister Harrison said that with the intention of protecting big onion cultivators, a proposal has been made to increase the import tax levied on a kilo of big onions from 20 to 30 rupees. The gazette in this respect will be issued soon. The minister said that by then the cultivators will be able to undertake cultivation with the trust that they could get a reasonable price for their harvest. Also, the government intends to provide a subsidy for seed for the cultivators. Necessary plans in this respect are already being drawn up. The minister added that the farmers would display a keen interest in undertaking the cultivation of big onions if seeds are given at a subsidized rate. The Kulunnawa Multi-Religious Committee has taken action to grant financial assistance to families of 8 killed in the Easter Sunday attacks. Action was initiated to award this financial assistance on behalf of the future activities of these families. These activities were organized under the patronage of the Venerable Ambanwela Jnanalokathera, the advisor to the Prime Minister on Buddhist affairs, and the guidance of the Venerable Vidyala Kavidajathera. Among those who joined in the occasion was a group including members of 8 families who had died in this attack. The United Nations organized several programs this year too in view of the Vesak Festival. These were held centering the United Nations headquarters in New York. The United Nations officially launched the International Vesak Day in the year 1999. Many diplomats joined in the Vesak commemoration held in New York. Vesak Bhakti Gi recitals and Vesak decorations were among the features that added color to the International Vesak Day commemorations. And finally, the Department of Meteorology has said that showery conditions are expected to enhance to some extent over most parts of the island, particularly in the southwest within the next few days. Also, the department has warned the public in the eastern province and in the Polonnaruwa, Vaunia, Mana and Mullaitivu districts to be cautious on the extreme hot conditions. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in western, Sabragamua, central and northwestern provinces, and in Galle and Matra districts. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in Uva, North Central and Eastern provinces and in Hambantota district after 2 p.m. Fairly heavy falls of about 100 millimeters can be expected at some places in Western, Sabragamua, Central and Uva provinces and in Galle, Matra districts. There may be temporary localized strong winds during thunder showers. The Meteorology Department appealed to the public to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by lightning activity. Showers will occur at several places in the sea area extending from Puttalam to Batticaloa via Colombo and Galle, says the Meteorology Department. Winds will be southwesterly and speed will be 20 to 30 kilometers per hour in the sea areas around the island. Deep and shallow sea areas extending from Hambantota to Batticaloa via Pothuil can be fairly rough at times.
And that's all the news for the day. Good night.